You know what time it is. It is time for the purpose conversation. This is Juva Threat Alexander. And I'm so glad that y'all joined me tonight. This has been, oh my goodness, this has been some sort of week for all of you guys that are out here, participating in Halloween. Maybe you might be able to catch me on the replay. I hope so, because guess what, y'all? Tonight is going to be the last show that I'm going to have until December. Now, I made a decision that this was something that I'm going to do. But before I get into all of it, you know how we do. I want you to go ahead and invite some people into the room. Come on in, come on in, come on into the room. Like and share this particular live feed. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Purpose Conversation. Of course, Facebook, of course, YouTube, and hello there to you to TikTok. TikTok, I had the privilege of coming on live earlier with you guys just to share a little bit. So, if you want to see my fabulous, amazing guests tonight together tonight, you're going to have to do it one or two ways. You're going to either have to come over here to Facebook under the Purpose Conversation, or you're going to have to go to YouTube under Juva Threat Alexander. All right. So, I told you guys that I have a special guest, and she is absolutely a brilliant, amazing woman. I bet y'all saying, Juva, all of your guests are brilliant and amazing. I can't help it if I just know some dope, amazing people. And y'all know I'm like attached to purpose, right? I just can't help it. I attach to purpose and I see it and I'm drawn to it and it's drawn to me. And so I bring it to you because the goal is always not just to talk about purpose, but we're going to talk about purpose. But my goal and my objective is to show you, all y'all, what purpose actually looks like. And my guest tonight, she definitely looks like, breathes like, walks like, talks like, thinks like purpose, because she is all in tune to who the creator made her to be, and she's doing the daggone thing. Every gift that has been placed inside her. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited just at the thought of it. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to spill all the beans, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Y'all need to invite a few more people in. Tell them to go ahead and come on in, like and share this page. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you just a little bit of information about my guest. My guest tonight, her name is Monica Pearson. And you guys, y'all know that I'm a newly transplanted person, although new, but not kind of new anymore. But the pandemic made it seem like, I'm still new, but I'm not really that new anymore. But anyway, Monica is actually here in Charlotte with me. She's not like here in studio with me right this, but she's here. She's actually a native of Lumberton, North Carolina. I can't really tell you what Lumberton is. To me, you know how it is when you have all of these surrounding cities. I'm like, I just think everything is Charlotte. Everything ain't Charlotte, but she's a native of Lumberton, North Carolina. But she was raised in a small town of Elizabethtown, North Carolina. And so shout out to Lumberton, to Elizabethtown, and all of the surrounding cities that y'all know what I mean, but I may not know what I mean. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I want to tell you, Monica, as I said, she is what purpose looks like. As a matter of fact, it has been said that she is the shining example of what purpose looks like. And if baby, I got it out the mud, word person, you'd see a picture of Monica there. I'm talking bold, courageous, confident, business savvy, a whole lot of savvy, classy, sassy. She is multi-talented, multi-purpose, and she's like in a league of her own. Um, I like to say that she lights up the room absolutely with her presence, and you'll see why. Now, she was reared as a PK. Y'all know what that is. She was reared as a preacher's kid, faced a bunch of challenges, faced challenges as a young kid, but it went throughout her early adulthood. But she did not allow the circumstances of her life to basically turn her into a statistic, because that happens sometimes, right? And she actually stepped out and she pursued to do that all God placed inside of her. In May of 2018, she decided to put her life's experiences on paper, and she published her first book. I ain't gonna tell you the title of it yet, but if you have been looking at my page, you already know. But anyway, writing her transparent memoir was like a healing journey for her, and it was actually the beginning to all that that was destined to come. I'm excited to introduce her to you. I'm excited because I know that lots of her friends and her family and her supporters are on. So I welcome you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and adopt you now as my purpose friends. But guys, if you would, y'all know I like to do a theme song. Her theme song is, and just so you know, Facebook, I don't have no song rights, but this is a little bit of Tay-Tay, some Fantasia. I made it. If you would, I want you guys to do a drum roll, please, and a round of applause as we welcome in the fabulous, amazing, the great Mo Shine. Hey, 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 hey.
Hello.
That daggone great Mo Shine. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing really well. First of all, Monica Pearson, let me thank you for your yes and agreeing to come onto the show. We are going to jump into all that you have going on, but I know that this is a very busy time for you, and you took the time out of your very busy schedule right now to come and sit down with me. And I want to tell you thank you. And I greatly appreciate you doing this. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And you look fabulous as always. Oh my gosh, girl, that hat is like giving me everything.
I try.
Ah! Too cute. Yeah. Oh, that shine. Daggone, girl. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So how have you been? How's your week going so far?
So far so good. Everything is going well. I can't really complain. Just a blessing to be where I am at the moment. So yeah, all is well. All is well.
All is well. You are always so cool, calm, and collected. And but your presence, like I said, it just kind of like lights up the room. And you make people pay attention. I'm almost ready to dig right into your projects because as a writer, you do some things that absolutely speak to my creative soul. But before we get into all of that, I just want to ask you, now, there are plenty of people that know you, but for those of my purpose friends that are unaware, for my purpose friends that are coming from, several directions and they don't know yet, if you would, Monica Pearson, the great Mo Shine, in your own words, could you tell us who is Monica Pearson?
You did such a wonderful introduction, honey. I don't think I need one, but yes, I would tell you. Okay, so I am a mother. First and foremost, I am a mother and a grandmother. A mother of 3 beautiful children. You want to know who Mo Shine? Did you say Monica Pearson, Mo Shine?
Monica Pearson, Mo Shine. We want to hear. Well, no, I want to know who's Monica.
Okay, so I am a mother, like I said, and I love my family. Period. Very family oriented, and at the end of the day, I just love my family. I love to shop. I love to hang out with my friends. I'm a very down to earth. I'm a country girl, so you know how that goes. But at the end of the day, I just love hard and I love my family.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And I heard that part of your family is a cute little bitty fur baby. I like fur babies. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I actually saw some pictures of your little one. Her name is Nyla, right?
Mhm. Her name is
Yes.
Nyla. She's actually she's a month and a half old now. She's getting big. She's getting
Yes.
big.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, mine is 3. He's shoot about heavier than me. He's a big boy, but yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, those fur babies are cute and they're fun.
yes. And they keep
Okay.
us company in our spare time.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Absolutely. I think I've spent way too much time with mine lately because I've been working remote for almost 18 months. And
Mhm.
anyway, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
nevertheless, so we know that Monica is a mother. Monica is even a grandmother, and you look nothing like grandmother one. And and I know that you love family. That's important to me as well. Um, who is Mo Shine?
Mo shine. I was born to shine. Everything about me is great. Anything I touch turn into gold. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. So the great Mo shine just shine bright like a diamond. No matter where I am, my light always shine. That's who Mo
I
shine.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And you know what? It kind of reminded me a little. I can't even think of the daggone woman's name. It'll come to me.
Hmm.
But just thinking about speaking greatness over yourself
Hmm.
and realizing that, we are shoot. Yes, we are great.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I absolutely love that.
Yeah. We're
Now,
more than good. We're great.
we're
That's
more
why
than
every
good.
morning
We're
I say
great.
great morning. Yeah. Because we're more
Yes,
than good. Hmm.
I love it. I love it. Now, of course, this is the purpose conversation. And
Okay.
I love talking purpose. I am drawn to purpose.
Hmm.
I see purpose. And I am, I guess I'm on a mission to not only just kind of share purpose, but I want people, it's important for me to let people know that, they're created on purpose for a purpose. And and to help them sometimes to tap into and see what the heck that is, because sometimes it lies dormant for years and we don't know.
Hmm.
To you,
Okay.
what does purpose mean to you, Monica?
Purpose to me is knowing who you are first and foremost. And purpose to me is working the gift that God give you
Ooh,
and not allowing anyone to distract you from your purpose. You got to stay focused on your assignment and your purpose. And at the end of the day, what God has destined for you is going to come to pass. That's my purpose.
I love that. I love your definition because girl, everything about that you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. And the thing about one of the things that I've learned about purpose is
Mhm.
that when we are on the road to purpose, and especially expect now, like I said, sometimes we may for a while we don't know what the heck it is. And
Mhm.
we might not even be searching or looking for it, seeking it out. None of that, right? But when you reach a point in your life where you're like, I know it's something bigger. I know it's something better. I know it's something greater. I know it's something. There's a reason why I'm in this situation. There's a reason why I'm drawn to this person. There's a reason for me that I have this gift. There's a reason why I can't get my mind off of this something, whatever that something is. That something is often just our purpose, right? And sure enough, when we are along that journey, and you said it, one of the things is that we have to learn to make sure that we stay focused and we don't get distracted,
Absolutely.
right?
Mhm.
And one of the things that I came to realize, especially being a writer, is that when you start writing your book and it goes to the different phases, writing, you send it to editing, then you're in the publishing phase, and then all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden it seems like, oh my gosh, this is happening, that is happening, and different things come into play. You are a writer.
I
I
am.
don't know. I told people that I did tell them that you were a writer. And you actually wrote, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna dig into it now. You wrote you wrote a memoir that I had the opportunity to read as a fun summer read.
Mhm.
I'm an editor, so I usually don't have the opportunity often to just read just a really good book just to
Mhm.
read. But honestly, I read it to just read, but I read it to get to know you too. And I'm
Mhm.
so glad that I did. I was absolutely captivated that it was such a freaking good book. First of
Thank
all,
you.
it was so good that it almost read like a fiction. And that to me is like the power of a true storyteller.
Mhm.
I could tell them the name of your book, but if you would share with my purpose friends the name of your book.
Okay, cool. Because I brought the book on set. So the name of my book is Family Lies and Secrets.
Yes.
The Monica Pearson story. It's the name of my book, Family Lies and Secrets.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And
Thank you.
Monica, there's you did first of all, you did an incredible job. The first I mean, they always say, well, the cliche is you can't judge a book by its cover, right? And I mean, and I get it. I've gotten some books, I've read some books that have been incredible reads, and it might have been just a basic white cover with words on it.
Mhm.
But to me sometimes when you have those basic just kind of basic things, those basic colors, those basic whatever,
Mhm.
sometimes basic is overlooked.
Mhm.
Your book, first of all, it caught my eye. Let me put it in the screen because it drew me instantly. I saw this couple and I'm like, who are these people? Who are these good-looking people? What are they doing? You know what I mean? It just drew me. And I think it's very important as an author to be able to connect with, people that are that catch a hold of the vision. But this is like all you, and then the back, you're all
Absolutely.
sassy and classy and sexy. I'm like, yes, mama. And I'm trying to read this out. But if you would give me a quick or share with the audience just a quick synopsis of what we can expect in here, and then I'm going to dig in just a little bit.
Okay, so what you can expect from Family Lies and Secrets is true, real events of trials and tribulations. Um, and no offense to anyone, I've never been, molested, raped, or used any type of drugs or alcohol. Um, it's just basically real trials and tribulations of struggles, being a PK and going through dark secrets and no one knew about it. That's basically what
Right.
my book is about. Yeah.
And y'all, this book, this book is it is a really good read. It is a really good read. And everybody doesn't get, oh, this is good from me because I'm a real writer and I know when I see good. This book isn't only just good, but Monica decided that writing this book, you decided this wasn't just enough just to leave it here.
That
What
is
else
correct.
did we do? What else we do with this baby?
So once I released my book, within 6 months I released my first stage play. And I sold out the show.
Her sold out
Yeah.
stage play based off of her book, Family Lies and Secret, the
Yeah.
Monica Pearson story. Wow. What made you decide that you were going to do a stage play? And did you star in it?
At the end I did. We had a little twist at the end and I was in the end of the story. Well, at the play. I did it because I felt like my story wasn't moving fast enough and enough people
Okay.
wasn't reading my book to understand, who I am, where I come from. I wanted closure when it came to my life. And I was like, okay, this is another way that I can tell my story without telling my story. And with me
Okay.
being a writer, I felt like, well, let me act it out. Let me act out or get some actors that can act out my pain or act out what
Hmm.
I've been through. And that's when I did the stage play. Yeah.
That is awesome. And of course, as a writer, I think, well, I can't speak for all writers, but I know many writers, one of the goals or one of the dreams, I guess, one of the goals, one of the dreams is to be able to see your written work, what you took time to put on paper
Mhm.
and go through the publishing and all this other stuff. You want to see it on stage, or you want to see it in film.
Mhm.
And you were able to put it on paper. You were able to put it there on the stage. And not only was it on the stage, but it was well received and it was freaking sold out.
Yes.
And you know what?
What?
I understand. A little birdie has told me, because I just so happened to go by Wilkerson Boulevard and
Oh my goodness.
is it 4233 Wilkerson? I may have the address wrong.
I
Is
think
it
it's 42,
4233?
33. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just so happened to go by 4233 Wilkerson Boulevard in Charlotte, North Carolina. And there I looked up and I saw Monica's face. I saw these two gentlemen. I saw Family Lives and Secrets. This woman put together a film, a short film. So she went from putting it on paper, putting it on the stage, and now a short film. Monica, tell us about that. How freaking exciting is that?
You got me tearing up.
Were these goals? This is what you just strategically set out to do? Talking about crushing the daggone goals.
Well, to be honest with you, when I wrote my book, I just, again, was just trying to get my story out there. And I wanted my book cover on a billboard at first. But when I was reaching out to so many people without doing my homework, everybody was basically sending me around in a roller coaster. And I was unable to accomplish that goal. So I kind of put that to the side. And when I did my stage play, I was like, well, I think I want a billboard. But I didn't really dwell on it. But once I done my short film, I was like, I gotta have a billboard. Because again, I said, I feel as though people need to know about my story.
Yes.
So yeah, I worked hard to get a billboard and I got it up on October the 4th.
Yes. And it is something I'm like, first of all, it's beautiful. And
Thank you.
I didn't just ride by. I was there at the reveal party. I was right there on the scene. So I had the opportunity to just see it in person. And thank you for inviting me out
You're
there.
welcome.
That was absolutely just beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
so I understand too that on we're gonna do something. When is the actual release of the film? I understand you're doing all out red carpet. You better come out looking your best
Mm-hmm.
this coming Saturday, right?
Yeah, November 6th. Yes.
November 6th. What we got going on, girl?
So it's upscale, very classy. Red carpet. Everything is great. Everything is great from the time you walk through the front door to the time you take your seat. Everything is what's the word I want to use? It's royalty. Everything.
Ooh,
Everything is royalty.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
So this is more of a celebration.
Absolutely.
Now, in this film, we don't just have a film, but you actually, daggone, talk about writing. Lord have mercy. You actually wrote one of the featured songs in the movie for the original soundtrack of the movie. And the song is called Freedom. And I'm unable to play it because it isn't released until also on the 6th of November.
Right.
But please tell us the inspiration behind Freedom.
Well, years ago, before I even released my book, I started on my song. And that's been like 11, half, 12 years ago. But all the words wouldn't come together. So it was one day, trials and tribulations that me and my children was going through. And we ran out of gas on this particular day. And as we ran out of gas, I just looked up to the sky and started singing, sunshine and bright, clouds hanging low. I'm going to still give God praise. So no matter what I go through, I'm going to still give him praise regardless of the situations. Yeah. And, the song was finished this year. So I finished the book before I finished the song, but the song was finished. We recorded and everything, and the song is dope. It's dope, if I must say, it's dope.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it is. Straight worship.
That's right.
Straight worship.
That's right. Straight worship. And honey, it don't get any better than that. I absolutely love that. Wow. Wow. So out of all the things that you've done, the book, theater,
Mhm.
you executive produced, so you wrote the script, you direct the movie,
Mhm.
and writing a song. Which is your favorite lane?
My favorite would be writing. I love to write and act.
Okay. Oh yeah, and you did act.
Yeah, I'm an
Okay.
actress. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
I,
act in your movie as well? Did you act? I know
yeah.
that you said that you were in this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
I
did.
act in my movie as well. I'm actually was the main character for Monica. I played myself. Yeah. I played
Oh, so
myself.
we get to see Monica in action. I'm so
Absolutely.
excited. I'm so
Absolutely.
excited. Well, I'm glad that I got my ticket because I heard that the event is like sold out.
It's sold out.
Um,
Yeah, it's
so
sold out.
I was able to scoop up a ticket for me and scoop up a ticket for my baby that's gonna come in town, and she's gonna be there, and we're gonna be all pretty and fabulous and stuff. And yeah, I cannot wait to just absolutely just check it out. But your story, I wanted to tell you. I know that you said that, hey, you haven't been through what a lot of people normally consider to be trauma type of things, right? No molestation, no drug abuse, no rape, no incest, no that, no that. And
Mhm.
I don't want to give your book away by any means, because I want to say y'all need to purchase her book. It is available on Amazon right now. It's available in the print paperback and also an ebook, so you can download it like right now, like right now. But in this book, you talk about some things that a lot of people often experience, but they haven't put voice to it.
Mhm.
And especially if you were a person of I say, put it like this. I don't know exactly how old you are, but I'd say if you were in your mid 30s to my age, and I'm a little bit more of a seasoned woman, but during certain times, it's like, back in the day, we were told things such as what goes on in the house stays in the house.
Absolutely.
And we were also oftentimes, and I don't know if it's because you may be a girl. For me, I'm the oldest girl, so you're automatically just put in charge of babysitting, cleaning up, and taking care of stuff. Now our kids today, they're a little different. I mean, some of them may still do that, but it's different. And I think it's different on purpose because we learn a little differently. We learn through the experiences and stuff that we experienced. um but your book absolutely just kind of took me there in so many ways. I thought about how you were expressing, like how as a girl, as a little girl, you were kind of watching your siblings, your baby sister, who actually your baby sister is does she have cerebral palsy? Is
Mhm.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
so of course that's like kind of like it's almost as if you didn't necessarily experience trauma, but it's something about being that mama sister, you
Mhm.
know, and having that childhood that you couldn't necessarily have. And I use it in loose quotes because I know baby sister, she may have been disabled, but her behind got up on the daggone bunk bed. Got up on a bunk bed. But it just your book just really took me back to a lot of different memories and a lot of things that we in households, in black households, sometimes we didn't give voice to it, and it's almost going to make me tear up just kind of thinking about it. So I won't go too deep, but you guys, I'm trying to tell you, it's a really good read. And I could tell that this was it was like healing for you. Was this like healing for you to just write?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was very therapeutic, writing and everything. I cried, I laughed, even write my own book. But I stayed consistent in writing. It took me 45 days to write my book.
Oh,
Um,
girl, you were writing.
yeah,
You were writing. You were in
but
it.
but I started writing it 11 years ago also, but the pages wouldn't come together. It just wouldn't
Yeah,
come together. And
it wasn't time.
mm-mm. And in 2018, I got to writing like in November, and it was like the end of November. By January, I was done. It was completed. I wrote
Wow.
every day in and day out. I just kept writing, and everything that kept coming back to my remembrance. And I was like, okay, I just got to put it on paper, and that's what I did. I put everything on paper. Every thought that I felt, everything that I dealt with, I just put it on paper. Yep.
Wow. And you know what? That's so funny because that's exactly what you did is exactly what I often instruct several of my clients that I assist with writing, especially those that are writing memoirs that are telling their truth. Because it's something about telling your truth. Because when you are transparent and you share what it is that you've been through or what you overcame, it's not always just for you, it's always for somebody else. Our stories and our testimonies, it's always for somebody else, it's always to help somebody else. And all that you experience in here, all that you experience in here, so many people are going to find themselves here. And so many people are going to find themselves here. Oh my gosh, I want to give parts away, but I know that I
What part do
can't.
you want to talk about?
Your dad. There's a
It just
you have
depends on what part of it that you
right.
want to talk about.
Okay. So your dad, um, you knew him as your dad. You got the gift of entertainment from your dad,
Hmm.
um, being able to control a room and everything from your dad. And then you found out something was presented to you that like changed the course, the direction. And I saw in the pages, I felt the struggle that was in you, the love that was in him, and the love that was in you that would just had to hold it in. Can we talk about what happened there?
It just depends.
Okay,
It just
so
depends on
people
what
people
some
got
people.
people got to get this book and read it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, you got to get this book. She deals with everything. She's dealing with life. She's dealing with life. And this is what kind of happens. All right, Mom, we're going to take a what I call as a purpose break. And we're going to check in with some of my purpose friends. I see that there are some people here in the room, and I cannot see everybody, but I see some people. So I'm going to just kind of scan and see if we had any specific questions or comments or anything like that. And to tell, of course, all of my purpose friends, I want to tell you guys, thank you again for joining in. I'm always so so honored and so thrilled and feel so blessed that you guys absolutely just always support. So we're gonna go through and see who is in here and what it is that you got going on. Carla and Jordan, what's up, Carla? We see you here in the building, and she says, "Yes, I'm so excited." So Carla is excited. Annie Richardson, who's my mama, she says, "Hey, I'm in the house." Now she says, "Hey, I'm in the house," and she says, "I know." She says, "Oh, Mama says she knows where Elizabeth City is." So that
Okay,
means she
mama.
taught us at the very beginning. Mama,
Okay.
how you know where Elizabeth City is? But she says she has, and Carla has thrown up a whole bunch of emojis. You apparently you were saying something on point because Mama says, "Yes, girl, speak." So Carla has commented, "Yes, ma'am. Come through greatness.
Thank
You were
you.
created for greatness."
Thank you.
Brandy Marks has given us some love and some hearts emojis. Carla says, congratulations,
Thank you.
royalty. I love it. Mo Shad, I'm so proud of you. Girl, don't that make you feel good?
Thank you.
Mom chimed in. She says, Juva, I know what I'm getting for Christmas. Hint, hint. What the heck? Oh, that means she wants your book.
Yeah, it's in the book.
She wants your book. And Kelly Sweet out of California, my sister, she says the book sounds great.
Thank you.
Kelly is absolutely awesome. Carla says, is this the launch Saturday invitation? Oh, she says, is the launch Saturday invitation only? I would love to see the film. At this time, Carla, it is completely and totally sold out. But I guarantee you, she will definitely. I mean, I don't know. You tell her, Monica, aren't you? You're going to end up what you got? What you got going on with the film? What can we expect after Saturday?
So, of course, I'm starting on book number 2. But as far as with the movie, I'm only showing it privately. However, if she wants to purchase a ticket, I will sell her a ticket, and we will find her a seat.
We'll find her a seat. That's my girl. Seat. I would love to see Carla. Carla is my sweetheart. She is there in Atlanta. She would okay. Girl, she'd be ready to come on. She'd be ready to come through. So Carla, you heard her. She says, you know, if you down, she'll make sure that she would extend an invitation to you. But right now it is invitation only. And but Carla is absolutely fabulous. Carla actually played the role of my mother in my stage play. Oh, so wow. yeah, she's absolutely dope. Absolutely dope. So, and of course, all of my TikTok friends, I see that they're ticking and they're talking. But I cannot necessarily read what it is that they're saying at this moment. But TikTok, I didn't want you to know that. Want to let you know I hadn't forgotten about you. If you want to see Monica and I, you will have to come on to Facebook or YouTube. Monica.
Yes.
If you would give me, if you could tell me what has seemed to be the most challenging part of this whole process of being this business owner, because you are the CEO of Moshine Entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. What has been the most challenging part of putting all of this together? I know that you set some goals and you've crushed them. Mm-hmm. But for somebody that is like yourself, they are multi-passionate, they are multi-purpose, and they have talents and they have skills. What challenges have you had to overcome to put you where you are right at this moment? Because you're going to face some challenges. What is it? Could you share with them something that you faced and that you overcame and how you were able to do it?
Oh, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Now, my first challenge would be watching what I say, because I'm so blunt and, you know, I speak my mind. And sometimes, you know, you got to think before you speak. And I'm just the type of person that just used to saying whatever it is I want to say, because, you know, I know how to check you and check you real nice. So that's one of my main challenges, just controlling what I say before I say it. You know what I mean? Because
your mouth, right?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to miss out on nothing. And, you know, sometimes you can say a little something because you feel in a certain type of way. So I learned to deal with my mentors, and I learned to, you know, instead of getting on Facebook going off, I just learned to, you know, say what I need to say off camera, behind closed doors, without typing it up. So that's been one of my main biggest challenges, because I was a fighter and I would fight in real life.
Okay.
You push me to it, I might still fight, but you know. So yeah, it's that self-control was really hard for me. It was really, really hard for me, but I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what piece of advice would you give someone that is in this game, in this industry right now? What is the one piece of advice you would give to them?
The one piece of advice is you have to embrace being alone. You have to embrace it, not learn, but embrace it. Because when you have a vision, the walk is lonely. And you have to cut off people, you have to check your circle, you have to know who's for you, who's not for you, who's against you. You do have Judas, you have Peter, you got to know who's everybody that's in your circle, you got to know it. So yeah, you have to embrace walking alone on this journey. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. It- yeah. And it's like the bigger you become, it's like the more you continuously seem as if you have to check it. And you know what, that's so funny because I've done several shows and I haven't had anyone to hit on that point. But that is so true. Oh
Hmm.
my gosh. It is so true. It's like knowing who connects to the vision, who connects with you. I mean, and it's not just professional wise in your business. Of course, your business is your business. You're going to take care of it. But even just in your personal life, who it is that you may date or who it is that you become friends with or what have you. All of that is like it's like super important. Yeah. I can see that. Great piece of advice. Great piece of advice. Um, for people that are for someone that is looking to turn their book into a film, what's the first thing they should do?
The first thing you would do is first of all, you got to actually make sure that you have a story that's going to sell, and you
Okay.
can base that off your book sales. If your
Okay.
books are steady booming, 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 you already know that you can do whatever you want to do with your book. Like, I got my book on just about everything: shoes, bags, shirts, mugs, you name it, I got it.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when it comes to, like if you want to do a stage play off your book, I would just say make sure that your story sell. And then if you feel as though your story will sell, I would say do like a theater dinner. Maybe take 2 chapters out of your book and write a
Right.
script on that and then just work it. And and see how it goes from there. That's what I would do. Well, that's what I actually did for my first one. I
I
always
mean,
give bits and pieces of my story to see how intrigued others going to be. And when I do it on a like kind of in the middle, kind of stay it on the safe side, I
yeah.
always blow it out of the waters. And it always like we done changed 3 venues with my short film. And
Okay.
we done sold out 2, and then we had this one and sold this one out. So I mean, a lot of people say I'm extra and whatever, but at the end of the day I know who I am.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And I know what's inside this. I know, you know,
Absolutely.
gotta pick it up and read the pages in order to know. And it worked for me. Everyone was saying the same thing when I first released the book. I can't put it down. I want more. It's so good. And one lady pulled me to the side one day and was like, "Baby, everybody not just telling you that. It's true. I really thought people just trying to make me feel good, but they really wasn't. It was like we
Right.
really can't put this book down."
Yeah. I mean, once I got my book and I was able to sit down and take the time to just enjoy myself and just get lost in the book. Oh, that's
Mhm.
the best feeling in the world for me. I was able to go ahead. I was like, it was done. I could. I mean, it's like forget this. I couldn't really do nothing else. I was glued to the book. I was
Mhm.
glued to the book. Dinner's already prepped. It's in the oven. Y'all go ahead and help yourself. I'm reading this book.
Right.
And but yeah, it really is. And we weren't just blowing smoke. We weren't blowing smoke at all. It's actually a really good read, and
Thank you.
it's so relatable in so many areas. And yeah, I know that you won't allow me to kind of dig in like I want to, but forget this. I'm gonna do a book club, and I'm gonna invite you to it.
Okay.
And we can sit up here and dig in this book all we want.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can.
Um, let me ask you, what is a fun fact? What would people be surprised to know about Monica?
At the end of the day, I am an entertainer. I love to entertain. I love to
We
laugh.
know you entertainer, girl.
I love to crack jokes. Yeah, I love it. And then I have a character that I work with, which is Grandma Ruth, and
Oh,
she's
okay.
an old lady. So yeah, and I can be who I want to be with her.
I love it.
Hmm.
Oh, so Ruth, so would she be considered like an alter ego in a way, especially if you could say whatever the heck? I love that. I love that. I think that's why what I love about writing, and sometimes when you're able to do fiction, because you can say whatever the heck it is you want to say. So, but you do more than that. You allow Ruth to just speak it out. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, and it's yeah, that's almost therapeutic in it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, because when I be wanting to go off and I be like, I get Grandma Ruth to take care of my dirty work. She got she got me.
She almost, Grandmother Ruth almost sounds like Medea, because Medea, Tyler Perry's Medea. Medea say whatever, whenever, however,
And do.
and,
But you know, I
and
try not to
do.
compare the two, to be honest with you. I really try not to compare the two. I
Okay.
try not to.
No,
Because,
Grandmother Ruth is Grandmother Ruth, I'm sure.
yeah. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because I took different family members from my own family and put into this one character.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But when she get the coughing or she get the stuttering and carrying on, my family, some people that, they stutter a little bit. So,
They know exactly. So this is so cool. So it's, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So your family, they understand and they know that Grandmother Ruth is a little bit of him, a little bit of her, and a little bit of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, before my grandfather passed away, he loved himself some Grandma Ruth. He used to laugh so hard till he used to choke. He used to tell me to bring her over all the time. He loved Grandma Ruth.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But with my busy schedule, I don't really have a lot of, time to really put into her to, to act out and stuff, because my schedule be hectic.
Right.
But
speaking of schedule and speaking of hectic, what do you have? What's on the table? I know that November 6th is the main priority right this moment, or right this week, because it's like literally less than a week away now. But what do you have? Do you have any projects or anything that's coming up that you can speak on?
The only thing that I have coming up is my new book. And it's titled DNA. DNA stands for Do Not Abort.
Oh,
do not abort your purpose. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Timeline, girl. When can we expect this?
Looking, around Valentine's. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. DNA, girl. That's kind of dope. I like that. DNA. Do not abort. Do not abort your purpose. You know that just got my attention like real quick. Oh wow. I already know that's gonna be powerful.
Yeah. You better not abort your destiny either, honey.
No.
Gotta stay focused, yeah.
Oh.
But it also entails in a few other things. But
okay.
You gotta buy that one too.
Okay. So what do we have? What's gonna now I'm really intrigued about Grandmother Ruth.
Okay.
Do we have any special projects or anything in the works for her? I really think you should.
Everybody tells me that. I hear it so much that I'll be like, I just don't have time. But a lot of people
have time.
Okay. Hey, I work a full-time job as well. So, when I let that job go, but at the end of the day, I got to stay afloat. So I have to do what I have to do,
That girl, please. I know.
Especially when you're a single mother, even though my two oldest children are grown, and then I have a 17-year-old. This is last year. I'm excited about that. So he's a senior.
Congratulations. Got a senior in the house.
Yep. It's just that, I kind of have to make time for what's beneficial for me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, one thing is for sure, she sounds like she is a personality all of her own. And she has a very specific purpose.
Oh yeah.
So we know that wow. DNA.
Yep.
DNA. Girl, yeah. I can't wait for that one. So who inspires you? Who encourages you, motivates you, that you look up to, that's in this game?
That's in the game?
Yeah. Whether it is writing, acting, in the game, writing songs. Shoot, I'm thinking Missy Elliott.
My answer might surprise you, but I just keep it all the way real.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, no one has inspired me to write. And no one has inspired me. Even though I want to meet Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey, I only want to meet them to sit down and have a conversation with them about my story. But it's
Okay.
not because they inspired me in any type of way, because they haven't. I love them to death, don't get me wrong, but they
Yeah.
haven't inspired me. I inspired myself, to be honest with you. And the things that I've been through, I've never met anyone that's been through those type things. You know, if I, do open up to someone, a lot of people couldn't relate. That was a reason for me putting it on paper. Yeah.
Mm.
So a lot of those dark, deep secrets, no one could really relate to them. Now, when it came to depression and suicidal attempts, a few people was like, yeah, but they still try to sweep that under the rug like it ain't real when it
Oh
really
yeah,
is
girl,
real.
that's
Yeah. So,
taboo.
yeah. So I mean, that might be a crazy answer, but honestly, no one, because I don't pattern my life off no one else, but me.
Right.
And then on top of
Right.
that, I don't really watch TV. So when it comes to writing, it's always everything that I've dealt with and that I've been through that I put on paper, opposed to watching somebody else's life and try to mimic them and put that into what I got going on. I never do that. Yep, I
Right.
never do that.
I mean, just somebody, so there's no one that just inspires you, encourages you, pushes you. Even if, it's like sometimes I may say, oh, this person is a friend in my head. I don't know them from Adam, but I'm like inspired. I'm inspired by what it is that they do. I'm inspired by their drive. And maybe it's because I'm a purpose addict. I'm inspired by their purpose and their passion.
No, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm my own person, even when it comes to my fashion. And that was only because growing up, I was stripped of everything. So I was living my
Yeah.
life based off everybody else, from the church world to just being controlled. So with that being
Mm.
said, I mean, you don't have a opportunity to look at somebody else that inspire you when you're being controlled.
Oh
So
wow,
when you
no, I
find
wouldn't
your
even thought
purpose,
about that.
yeah, when you find your purpose and who you are, you do what you do. You do what make you happy. You do, basically I'm doing me.
You
Yeah.
like for real, got it out the mud.
Yeah, absolutely. I started with
Like
nothing.
for real.
Yeah, I started with nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like I had absolutely nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah. Girl, don't you start crying and stuff because
Okay.
we're gonna be a daggone mess on here because I'm sitting up here eyeballing this book and knowing that you won't let me dig into it like I really want to dig into it, but I feel you. And one thing too though, Monica, I believe more than anything, you may not necessarily know the people that a lot of people have purchased your books, right? That have been, I mean, I've looked on Amazon review, I've left a review. You have plenty of reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have had the opportunity to have like an intimate setting where when I said, hey, I want to have a book club and I want us to do a book club and invite you to it. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to do that where you have like a round of people to have read your book and then they have the opportunity to just speak on it. First of all, it's an honor for any book club to do that. You know what I mean? And to speak on it and to have an author present. So if you said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let you know now, I'm gonna keep you accountable, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start a club, and I'm gonna get. As a matter of fact, I know an excellent club. They're the traveling book club, and they
Okay.
travel from different. I don't know what they've been doing as far as since the pandemic has gone on, but I'm gonna see if they want to do this book club, and I'll host it. I'll host it.
Awesome.
But what I'm saying, I say all this to say this. Sometimes though, you said that you don't know if anybody that has necessarily experienced. I mean, people have experienced some things. They can relate to anxiety, they can relate to depression or suicidal thoughts, right? You would be so surprised at how many people can actually relate for real and how much of an inspiration this is to them.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, I'm gonna do a book club and I'm gonna invite you and all of my purpose friends here. It's on record that you said yes, you would come.
Yes, I will. Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be really good for you to know because yeah, although it may not have been someone that was there to inspire you, and crazy me, I didn't even think in that area that this is probably why it is that you feel this way, because of what you experienced and went through. But now it makes perfect sense. Now it makes absolutely perfect sense. Okay. You had dinner with three people, deceased or alive. Who would it be and why?
Do it have to be family or no?
No, it could be anybody.
All right, so my three is gonna be Oprah, Steve Harvey, and Tyler Perry.
Girl. All right. All right. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. I
I
feel
can
you.
plug in. I can say what I need to say at the table.
There you go. Woo. That would be an interesting outing. That
Yeah.
would be an interesting outing. Okay. How can we connect with you, Monica?
Okay. I'm on Facebook, Monica Pearson. I also have a Family Lies and Secrets page on TikTok, Monica Pearson 41, and IG Moshine 40.
Mo Shine. Mo Shine. Well, I told everybody that we were going to shine tonight like the great Mo Shine. And that is because of something that you said. We shine because we're great and everything our hands touch. It should prosper and it should shine. And so, heck yeah, I want to be great and I want to shine just like the great Mo Shine. And each and every last one of you, my purpose friends, you can shine too. Everything your hands touch can absolutely thrive and grow and prosper and all that other good stuff. Um, any final words, Monica?
No, not really. Well, I can just say that thank everyone for tuning in and fulfilling or filling my heartfelt story.
Absolutely. Any shout outs?
Do I want to give any shout outs? And well, let me give a shout out to you for having me on your show. Thank you. I greatly
Thank you.
appreciate the opportunity.
Thank
And thank
you.
you for extending the opportunity for the book club. I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, heck yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, I thank you. My purpose friends, thank you. Purpose friends, I appreciate you guys. You know, I love you. Um, as always, oh, purpose friends, just so y'all know, I hope you've enjoyed this show tonight. I want you to like and I want you to share it and all this other good stuff because, as I mentioned in the very beginning, the month of November, I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. So you will not see me on the purpose conversation until December. And in December, of course, it is going to be banging because I got people lined up. But anyway, I thank you guys always for supporting. Monica, thank you so much for gracing the Purpose Conversation page and
Well,
stage tonight. This has been absolutely phenomenal. I greatly appreciate you. And as always, guys, I want you to enjoy yourselves, be safe out here. I'll see you in December. But in the meantime, I want you to continue to seek, discover, and to pursue your purpose. You're watching the Purpose Conversation. Good night, y'all.
good night.